Have you ever thought about the role of hope in your life? Let's talk about it today on Seeking God, where we consider the questions and stories regarding our faith. Recently, my wife and I traveled to one of our favorite places, Key West, Florida. It's a place where we enjoy the museums, the entertainment, and frankly, just relaxing. It's a great place for us to go. Each time we go, we kind of make the rounds of various places. And at some point while we're there, we will make a trip down to Mallory Square as the day grows to a close. There you will find various street entertainers who are doing great and wonderful things. Tall unicycles and fire and all kinds of things that draw the crowds to them, and that's where they get their income. People milling about and vendors selling things. It's a wonderful sort of place. But as the time draws near for the sunset, people make their way to the edge of the pier. Cruise ships have moved away, and there are boats out and about who are trying to find that perfect place to catch the sunset. Folks bring out their cameras and their cell phones and they begin to take photos and videos, and it's just a wonderful time. I must tell you that one of the things that I look forward to and always want to do is to see a green flash. A green flash was popularized by Jules Verne, although it existed in lore many years before that. It comes at that time when the sun passes below the horizon there on the water, and a green glow comes up. And it is said that those who see the green flash will never have problems in matters of heart. And others say that it indicates that the next day will bring good weather. I want to see a green flash. I never have. But I hope to see a green flash. I think this whole image of the green flash kind of talks a bit and helps me to express a bit about my own image of hope. You see, we spend a lot of time and effort seeking hope. But I've come to find that in my own life, my search for hope and for hopefulness is much like my search for the green flash. I come to that point, I stand on the pier, and I watch and I wait. I'm afraid that this whole attitude toward hope, this waiting and watching and hoping, that's part of my problem. You see, I think I've fallen in love with serendipity. You know those times in our lives when something wonderful and great happens? And as a result of that, we are enlivened and we're invigorated and we're given just a new way of seeing the world. We're energized. That's what I would like to happen with hope. Those times when I've seen it, it's happened almost like serendipity, and I've come to find that I wait and watch for hope. And I think that's a problem. I think that's the problem for me. You see, over time I've come to see that hope is not just waiting and watching, although that's part of it. It's not just serendipity, although that's part of it. But hope is participatory. One day in Key West, my wife and I were headed for a gallery, and we passed another one that we thought we would go in. And I must tell you, it was an old building, no air conditioning. And there was an old man there, and by old, I mean older than I am. And as we went in, it was obvious that all of the art there was his. And it was lovely, and it was wonderful. And he came up to us, and he engaged us, and he told us stories about his art, and he told us stories about his life in Key West. It was a wonderful time, and a lot of laughter and joy, and we bought one of his paintings, and we left. Later, we got to talking about it, and we decided that we wanted another. So the next morning, we got up and we made our way to his gallery. But as we went in, something was different. He came up to greet us, but he spoke only French. We were perplexed. We looked at each other and wondered what was going on. Was there something wrong with him mentally that this was the case? And we kept trying to subtly move things to English, and he just kept speaking French. And then all of a sudden, he stopped. And he just started laughing. And he explained that he mistook us for another couple with whom he only spoke French. It was delightful. It was wonderful. It was rich. It was spontaneous. And we were all laughing and joking and having a wonderful time. There was something hopeful about that. There was something very hopeful in the laughter and the joy. This may seem trite, but give me just a moment. For you see, outside of that shop, there's violence that seems to reign everywhere. And what people often say to us is the only way to curb the violence, the only way to take it away, is to have more violence. And in the midst of all of that is what some people refer to as insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It seems hopeless. It all seems hopeless. But there in the midst of that shop on that day, there was laughter and there was joy, and it felt hopeful. There was hope there. And I need it. I need that hope. So I find that oftentimes hopelessness seems so big, we need a big result, and I get frozen. I just stop and wait for someone else to bring me hope. I wait for someone to bring me serendipity. And I think that it's in that we miss the point. You see, I think it's in these small moments, the laughter and the joy in those hot and humid art galleries. It's the times of being together with others, those times of reaching out in those small efforts that we're reminded of hope. And I need hope. And we need hope. So here's my proclamation, my invitation to us all. Viva la rire. Long live laughter. For you see, I will find myself always trying to find hope. Whether it be there on the pier in Mallory Square looking for the green flash, or be it in a shop somewhere where there's laughter and joy, I will always seek and find hope in kindness, laughter, and joy. So that's where I leave us, you and me. Viva la rire. Long live laughter. May you know the peace of God.